So welcome everyone. Welcome to the Growing Pair, the second season. The first season was very short, wasn't it? We tried to build something new. It went a bit off rail, but now we're here to the second season, and with me. So my name is Isaac Goldfarb, and with me here is
James
James.
Edge.
Hello, James. Hello, James. Did you read the manual, the guidelines for the Growing Pair? You know what you're going in then.
Yeah, roughly. But I'm excited to be here and see where this takes us and join you on
I
this
was in the hunt of
on this
finding a
podcast.
new pair or new pair to grow with and found James. So, James, tell us, who are you?
So I'm James. I live in London. I'm 34 and I'm training to be an accredited life coach with the Coaching Academy. That's where I met you, Isaac, on the calls. You're always asking good questions, and we kind of hit a bond from it. And yeah, then one day you were nice enough to invite me onto this podcast with you. And yeah, I think the reason we're doing this to kind of let people know about the benefits of life coaching, what it is, see if we can help more people understand it. Was a really exciting thing to do, and yeah, that's why we're here.
So, just to remind you, everybody, if you forgot who I am, so I'm Isaac and I'm a life coach. And I specialize in boosting your confidence, increasing your motivation level, and evoking your self-awareness. That's what I like to work with. James, did you tell who are your clients?
Yeah, so my initial idea is kind of people that were feeling similar things to me, really. So, people who are feeling unfulfilled in their late 20s to late 30s, who have potentially been, in the corporate world for a long time, feel like they're in autopilot on a conveyor belt. There's something that, is lacking in their life, and, being able to work with them to find out what that is and help them achieve it. And that's the kind of people I want to help, and predominantly starting with males as well. Yeah.
How did you get to this specific niche? What drove you?
Yeah, I think it's just I've got this like need to help people not go through pain, and I feel that I went through pain over the years, feeling unfulfilled and not feeling that I was doing everything that I wanted to do, using my energy to help people. And yeah, I feel like being able to help people get that sense of fulfillment, like they're doing what they should be doing. That's what really appealed to me. And because I've been through that journey, I feel I'm in a good place to help people kind of make changes in their life.
That's I'm listening to what you're saying, and I think as a life coach, all we want to do is to help people
Mm-hmm.
find the fulfillment, to find the place maybe that, I love, well, I can talk about what I love doing. I love working with people that would like to discover about themselves more.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it can be a scary place, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you live your life in a way where this is how I used to live my life with the
Mm-hmm.
ups and downs. But then the moment you're challenging it, then you discover new things about yourself, and you're like, oh gosh. Um, but those moments when people are willing to do it, those moments
Mm-hmm.
are priceless, absolutely priceless when they allow themselves to open the door inside
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah. And I think, when you're on a session with someone and you can see them thinking and the cogs turning in their head, that's like one of the coolest feelings, because because you can tell that they're thinking differently than they usually have. And that's like, yeah, it's one of the great things about it.
Yeah, speaking to a person in a session, and then you
Mm-hmm.
ask a question. And you know what? Sometimes you don't even mean it as a life coach. You don't
Yeah.
mean to turn on the light there. You just
Mm.
ask a question because that's what you're supposed to do at that point. And
Yeah.
that person in front of you just suddenly stops. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, gosh, that person understood something about themselves. And that's great. That's great.
Yeah. And you're right, it could just be like an innocuous normal question, but it just kind of shows that they've never asked that question before, which is where the value comes from us.
So that's what we want to do here in the Growing Pair. It's we want to make the life coaching more accessible for you viewers. And a lot of people don't really know what life coaching is, and a lot of people are confusing between life coaching and counseling, for example, or life coaching and mentoring. So, James, if you need to pick, like, I'm putting you on the spot here, but if you need to pick like two sentences about what life coaching is, what would it be?
Yeah, good question, Isaac. I'd say for me, it's around, you know, giving the person a safe environment to think differently, ask them questions that unlocks their thinking, that is not directive, is not, you know, telling them what they should be doing, the changes they should be doing, but be creating that safe environment for them to find the answers themselves. That's works for them. So that's kind of the difference for me about life coaching and some of the other methods you mentioned, and it's very much, you know, forward focusing, i.e., you know, this is what you want to do. Give them that environment, that space to think it through, different thinking, unlock it, get the cogs turning, and then eventually get them to find a way to get there themselves. So that's kind of how I see it.
You know, we are as people, and we are not questioning, for example, when sport people have like coaches, we don't question it. We just, oh, it's obvious they need coaches, right? Um, and when it comes to life coaching, people are questioning it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm inviting people to think, you know, why we are not questioning sport people. Why why is it okay and so normal for them to have coach while us as people, general people,
Mm.
believe every person should have a coach. Every person should have a coach, you know, for whatever you're trying to achieve. And maybe we should go down in the route of explaining what coaching is, and that's probably what we're going to do in this podcast, not necessarily in this chapter, but we will
Mm-hmm.
going to explore more about um, the coaching as process. What does it mean? What does it feel like? What does it feel like to be coached, or
Mm-hmm.
what a session can or should look like? Um, what else are we going to do here in this podcast then?
Have lots of fun. No, I think the other part of this is, you know, life coaching for me is around, you know, building people's self-awareness. So I think other topics, you know, around influence, people that are influential to us, examples of, you know, life coaching situations that have helped people get to places, you know, topics around self-awareness will really help as well, with this, to show the benefits of life coaching, because I think it's really important to the sessions that we do as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. How
Let me
about you?
ask you. Let me ask you about a very life coaching question. Ready, guys? Ready, all listener? This is a life coaching question on live. Yeah. What would success of this podcast look like?
Success to me would be people watching it, understanding more about what life coaching is, what the benefits are, um, and also, I guess, you know, we're still learning, we're still growing. You know, we're not, you know, gurus at this moment, so we're going through the live journey together. So I guess it's just, you know, a live journey of people understanding more about life coaching, us sharing our views in life coaching and what we go through, and at the end of it, yeah, if people kind of have more of appreciation for it, what they can get out of it, what the life coaches are trying to achieve, that would be a great success. Back to you, Isaac.
Oh, um, well, as I've done this before this podcast, you know. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I was hoping that when I've started this podcast to really grow with that person, because it was a new friendship that evolve. But in life, and that's actually as I speak, I'm thinking about it. There are so many paths in life that life can take you. Not by mistake, I met you, and we clicked, and we decided this is what we want to do, and
Hmm.
we're growing as people to know each other. For me, a success would be to do it for longer. I
Hmm.
mean, let's invest our time and efforts with understanding better what life coaching is, and
Hmm.
maybe on the way influence people to learn more about
Hmm.
life coaching as a topic and expose them to the idea of life coach in general. So
Yeah.
that's what a success would look like to me.
And life coaching question for me, Isaac. If you did achieve that success, how would it make you feel?
Fantastic. I like every step, you know, okay, let's go back a few months ago where I've started to, it's not even a year since I've started this process, right? Not I'm talking about the podcast, I'm talking about life coaching in general. And the the way I grew up as a person in those several months is unreal. The amount of things I've done, the
Mm-hmm.
different people I met, the different clients I had over those months. I mean, if that's what the beginning, I can't wait to see what's in the main and what other stuff are coming my way.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, if we manage together to create this podcast, which will get some regular viewers or listeners, and
Yeah.
we'll bring some people as guests as well, and they will enjoy the process. I mean, it's another step on the way of growing, and I love the growing pair as a name because that's what
Mm.
we're doing. We are growing every step on the way.
Yeah, and that's why it's a great name.
What about you then? How would you feel if
Yeah, I think it's the I mentioned before the fulfillment aspect of it, knowing that you're doing something that's raising awareness, trying to help people understand things better that they can hopefully help themselves. So yeah, it's that fulfillment aspect and the growing aspect that's would be great for me, having gone through a journey with you, being at the end of it and saying like went through that journey, learned a ton loads about myself, people, put myself in an uncomfortable situation, uh, and yeah, learn and grew through it. That feel great fulfillment. Yeah, for sure.
so we will conclude this chapter in this moment because it was about more introduction. In the coming episodes, we will talk about different topics. We will have guests. We will surprise each other. We will come with a topic, and James won't know what I'm going to ask him, and James will do the same to me. We will be it will be an interesting way to see how we're handling it,
Yeah.
and. But we really would like to have fun and we would like to have your collaboration. So, of course, if you want to give us some ideas of what you want us to talk about, what we would like us to explore, you can reach out in the comments of this podcast. You can reach out in the comments in the YouTube because we are going on YouTube as well. And you can also contact us directly. How they can contact you directly, James?
So I have email set up for my coaching company called the Edge coaching.co.uk, but I'll put it in the comments section or info section.
Okay, so you can contact me via my website. It's mataralifecoaching.com, and you can find all the contact details there, and you can learn more about myself as well. And who knows, James, maybe this is gonna be a successful thing, and we will create the growingpair.com
Yeah,
website. Who knows where life can take us?
yeah, exciting.
So thank you so much for joining us today, and we are looking forward to our next chapters and next episodes for the growing pair. Thank you so much.
Thank you.